Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. Last time, we got a couple Chozo artifacts as well as got the gravity suit, allowing us to go underwater without being hindered, and also lava. Actually, lava's probably even better because, like, yeah, I'll take damage from it, but does it really matter? Anyway, today we are going to head to a new area now that we have the gravity suit, because the area we're going to is largely underwater and we kind of need it. A lot of people tend to go to this area first because the game kind of leads you to this place here. Before you get the gravity suit. Also, this is a new enemy I never scanned. This is flying pirates. I thought I never scanned them. But here we go. Alright, I thought I did scan them, but whatever. Yeah, they're not really dangerous. But I thought didn't we see these in the research facility? Whatever. Maybe I just didn't scan them there either. Anyway. Okay, he's going down. Now that we have the gravity suit, we can just jump up to this missile expansion that I tried to do a fancy jump up to before. And we also need to do some morph ball stuff because it couldn't just be walk up to where we need to go, unfortunately. We have to go through this tunnel and then we can jump up. There's also... Where the hell are we going? There's also going to be injured space pirate. Maybe not. I thought there... Whatever. Usually there's injured space pirates out here. Maybe it's only the first time you enter the area they're here, but I thought they were here all the time. Whatever, I guess. And this area might start looking familiar to some people. And I didn't actually get this, I think, on my first playthrough somehow. But I'm an idiot, I guess. But this is the Frigate Orpheon. It crashed on Talllon IV and it's here now. So you kind of get to see the beginning of the area, beginning of the game. Again, which in a different way, and also you see more of the areas than before because obviously like it's crashed now and it's not just for tutorial purposes. I actually like this, that you actually get to do this. There's also some crabs here, some Talllon crabs. I wonder if humanity ever finds like new planets that actually have life. Will we just name stuff on it after like Earth species? Like, are we gonna name them Garble crabs because we found the planet Garble? I don't know. I feel like we would because we're not creative. Also, I mean, we've come up with plenty of names otherwise that are like really silly. Like, who ever thought of the name Lion? And not Lion, like Lion's not a silly name, but who the hell thought of the name? And it's probably on Wikipedia somewhere, but it's on the Lion wiki. Who thought of the name for any animal, really? It's just, like, it's so weird to me that that's just a thing. We've thought of so many names. I know we have, like, a guide on, like, a scientific name guide, and I think usually names come from a shortened version of that, but who made up the guide for scientific names? I think it's probably based off Latin. Well, yeah, it's definitely just based off Latin. Anyway, we need to find these 4, conduits around the map. Around the area. Do that. It's sort of the same thing actually as scanning the symbols. I thought I've realized now, which they still don't do that all that much, the conduit thing. So I was gonna say like, I guess they do actually use that puzzle a lot, but no, they don't really. Save point here again if you need it. This is actually the area we were just in is where we fought the the parasite queen. It looks very different, but like when you see an area like this, you're like, oh, this is the area I went through, the room I went through. It's really interesting to me. You can like piece that together. Open. There we go, that's rude. And here, if we blast open this elevator we once went down, there's an energy tank. And also this fishies. Yay. Conduits, more conduits. This area has a lot of conduits because the power is kind of out for the most part because, you know, it crashed. So we got like those. We also have to watch out for these aqua vines, which we already scanned when we got the gravity suit, right? I always miss one here. And it's this one. This fucker down here. I always miss you. Because I don't expect them to put a conduit right at the beginning of the room. Even though I should remember that it's there. And also expect it because it's like super easy to find. But I'm an idiot, so you know. Kind of difficult. I don't know why I saw the third one, but it's actually kind of difficult platform. And there's a corpse. That scared me as a kid because there was just an explosion and a corpse. And I thought, I don't know, that's freaky. I didn't expect it. Metroid Prime was the first horror game I played. Technically. If you're counting how much it scared me, it's actually the scariest game I've ever played. More conduits. There's one there. There's also... Can I hit that from here? Probably, yeah, I can. There's also turrets. I think there's actually better turrets. Nope, they're the same turrets. I was gonna say, at some point I think the turrets are improved, but it's not until a bit later in the game. But there are new security drones down here. More just aqua drones. I guess waterproof ones. Yeah, liquid environments, aqua drones, whatever. Oh, they are immune to electrical attacks. Oh, making them vulnerable. What? It properly shields them from electrical attacks, making them vulnerable. Whatever. I'm not gonna question it. I guess it's underwater. There's a place here where you can blow up one of those doors. I can never remember if it's above or underwater. I'm guessing it's below, considering it's not up there. Actually, we can't even see it, but it's one of these two. Let's just hit in between here and blow up whatever one is right. This one! It's a missile! There's also a conduit behind one of these. Conduit's a fun word as well. Like, forget animal names. Where did we come up with 90% of human words? I mean, we actually studied this in my German class. And by studied, I mean, like, we didn't do shit in that class because of the other kids in it, and the teacher got easily distracted, unfortunately, because I actually super interested in that class besides, but, we actually studied, like, where languages came from, and it's usually just, like, people come up with a noise or something to identify, like, a mountain, and then as they travel, because, you know, obviously humanity traveled to get where it is today, that word spread, and with different people making different words, they eventually would mix, or people would, and eventually when we learned to write, people would like miswrite things even, and that's where things came from a lot of the time. And I don't know, I found that interesting, like where languages came from. We actually made a word. I can't remember what it came to. I can't remember. Oh no, I do. It was again for mountain, and it started as Harpoopy Hajunkadud or something. Some reference to some show I don't care about. And eventually it got to like Avier Tomaru, which this sounds funny to me. But this puzzle is a little bit tricky. We have to jump, or whoops. You don't have to quite jump. You just have to use some morph ball, which I tried to jump again there because I'm an idiot. Nope, too late. Yeah, morph ball jumping underwater is a little bit tricky because your momentum is a little bit different, and I never quite got the timing down for this. That's too early. Is that good? Yeah, it is. It should be bad. This might take me a little bit. That's way too early. Wow. Good? Okay. Oh, no, we're good. Yes, alright. That was a little bit slow, but oh well. This ain't no speed run. Though I did try to speedrun Prime at one point, and then I've also tried to speedrun Mario 64. That is eventually realized I don't have the time, or also the internet to stream speedrunning, or like the dedication to record it. So I'm just not gonna do this. There's also, I don't know, I don't find it fun to completely time myself while playing video games for the most part, because it's just distracting and annoying to me. Not to say like people that do it are stupid, but I don't know, it's not for me. Intense radiation detected. Yep, that's Phazon, the blue stuff. But we've made it through. The Frigate Orpheon crashed, and we're going to the Phazon Mines now. Though for actual things I did speedrun, I did a Splatoon speedrun of the single player that's actually up on my channel still. And I'm happy with that. I actually apparently got a really good time. I mean, granted, it was on a category like really no one runs in Splatoon. It was New Game Plus single player. Which I'm surprised no one runs. Like, very few people. Because that seems like the really fun category to me. Not New Game single player. Not because, like, New Game single player Splatoon is not fun at all. I actually really enjoy the single player Splatoon a lot. But because, like, it doesn't really have a file system, Splatoon. You can't just, like, restart your file. You have to make a new account or delete the save data of Splatoon in order to restart. And that's really obnoxious to me, having to go through the menus of the Wii U every single time to do that. I'm way too reset prone when I do speedruns of stuff. Or when I did speedruns of stuff. for that to be for me, which is fine. I mean, people that can do that, respect, because that takes dedication to be able to go through those menus all the time. But maybe the people that speedrun Splatoon are just, you know, good. They're just good at the game and don't have to worry about resetting a ton. That's possible. Or maybe they just do it for fun. That's possible. Most people speedrun for fun though, regardless of if they reset a ton or not. Also, like Ocarina of Time, I'm so surprised it's still alive. Like, I wonder how much more we can break that game until it's just not possible anymore. Until it cannot be broken. Because wasn't there a new glitch found recently or something? There was a new route where I think they needed a Deku Nut to stun Goma before or something, and now they found a reliable way to get a Deku Nut instead of relying on RNG, and they found out that was faster, so the route's been changed a little bit to account for that. It's insane just how much Ocarina is still alive. I think I mean, not alive in the sense that people are speedrunning it, because people are still speedrunning like Majora's Mask, which I was going to say, but they're still finding new glitches in it, which is phenomenal to me. Like, I don't understand how that game is that broken. Well, I guess I do, because like it started on DD, the N64 DD, and was then like hastily ported to the N64 so that, you know, they would be able to make it, because the DD didn't sell or be able to profit off of it. So that's why, but I don't know if I have this thing scanned. It'd probably be easier to... Oh, thanks. I didn't know it did that. Great. I was just thinking, oh, I'm thinking of a game I want to do soon but I'll need to like make sure my batteries are consistently on, or consistently good, because the game warns you about it so much and it's really annoying. I guess Prime does it too. Granted, doesn't much less than the game I'm thinking of. That hint alone at what game I'm thinking of doing, and then don't take that as fact that I'm doing it. That might give it away, because it's like the worst with that game, I swear. It's also like the main complaint I see about it, to be honest. Not really. I see a lot more complaints about it, but I like it a lot. I remember liking it a lot. That's why I need to do a practice play to make sure I still like it. Anyway, new type of space pirates here, Wave Troopers. They are only... what am I trying to say? You can only hurt them with one type of beam. These ones, Wave Pirates, obviously you can only hurt with the Wave Beam. They're color-coded for your convenience. Also, the Wave Buster is sort of helpful against them if we use it. Kind of helpful. Also, the Wave Buster immediately goes from one enemy to the next, so you don't have to waste missiles starting it up constantly. But I also don't want to waste all my... Okay, you gave me your missiles back anyway. Missiles back. Not all my missiles, but usually I like to do that with the Wave Buster because the Wave Beam is so much weaker, but if there's only one, like, you can just keep stunning it and get in a stone lock and not really have to deal with it. You gonna drop nothing? No, you're not. You're fine. Doors are unlocked, yeah. I like the Phazon Mines a lot. I don't quite like the music. I didn't mention this, but I love the music in the Crash Frigate Orpheon. It's a piano piece, and the piano is like my favorite instrument besides the violin. Are you gonna stay open? Jesus. It's so beautiful to me. I don't know. Anytime it's used, I'm just really happy. Either for, okay, game, you're gonna get on my nerves with that. I swear to God, I will replace the battery. Go away! Go! Jesus, I'm just trying to get through a door. Why is this so hard? Open. Stay open. There we go. Jesus Christ. You're gonna die because I'm sick of you guys getting in my way. Excuse me. Wow, I didn't have to shoot a missile at you. That was weird. Well, we've activated platforms now. That was obnoxious. There is a pirate data here as well. Someplace, is it? Yes, it is. Kind of tell the colors on this. Initial Project Helix experiments with space pirate embryos were disastrous. The Phazon infusion process degenerated brain tissue even as it augmented muscle mass. None of what we have termed elite pirates lived to maturity. The few that have survived their infanthood suffered severe psychotic breakdowns as juveniles, killing anything within their zone of perception. Research team Syria, Syria, is that not? I don't know, made a recent breakthrough in which parasite studies with a Phazon strain codenamed Vertigo were highly successful. Since then, we have successfully fused Vertigo Phazon with space pirate DNA with great success. The latest batch of elite pirates have reached maturity successfully and are ready for field testing and training. So they're actually corrupting their own people with this now to make super soldiers. Batch 23 field designation Elite Pirate Alpha. Whoops. Oh, well, this is saying it's made of a certain material, which is important to us because that helps us know how to get in there. Those are wave troopers. They have not noticed me yet, so maybe I can shoot one from here. I did, yay. It doesn't really matter. I think it's going to go on anyway. I like this area a lot for some reason because it has... They actually like lock doors for once, and it doesn't really matter considering there's 2 tunnels to that same area. But I don't know, I like that they tried, instead of just rushing the fight, they actually locked doors for once. I guess that would help like in an actual scenario, because fuck you! Because obviously you can get someone through a choke point, it's a little bit easier to fight them. Bioform Samus Aaron is made planetfall on Talllon IV. The hunter is among us. All units are hereby ordered to attack Aaron on sight. Terminal force is authorized. Report all sightings of Aaron to security command at once. All sightings, really? Every single one? That seems like it would get obnoxious. The obnobious. Obnobious. Again, obnobious. Anyway, we're gonna have a new space pod up here. If we can scan from down here, that'd be fantastic. Might notice this in the time. There we go. This is a power trooper. Essentially, same thing as a wave trooper, except only immune to the only weak to the power beam. Jesus Christ. Also, apparently they have beams designed like your beams, but that doesn't really matter because they're much weaker than their Trozo counterparts, like these batteries. But still, these ones are the easiest to take out. Those are the easiest to take out because Jesus, that's just funny to me. Because they can go on one super missile. This is interesting that you have to spin this missile, or this laser around with the boost ball, and actually you can destroy these things. However, we are going to only spin it about here. I actually don't like this though, because you can't really tell what it's aiming at too easily. Is that right? Yeah, that's fine. So we go ahead and scan this to turn it on. And it turns on the laser. And that blasts through a wall, and here specifically is a missile. There's nothing interesting in any of the other walls, so don't worry about that. Just that one has a missile behind it, and now we can go back over here and open the path to the door. I just think that's a really interesting puzzle that they never really use again. It's not exactly a puzzle. Another interesting mechanic that they never really use again. I kind of wish they did, but it's not really a big deal. It's a unique thing, and I kind of like it. I wish I'd used it in a boss fight to a degree. Though it's a bit too slow to really be used in a boss fight, unfortunately. So I kind of understand why they didn't. But, still. Okay, that's getting really annoying, and now we're just fighting these guys. This puzzle, I got stuck on it for so long as a kid. Because for some reason I could just never figure it out, and I don't know why. Essentially, you have this thing with a map, and you need to align all these spider ball tracks in a way that allows you to get up to the room. Up the room, rather. So you need to line up blue with blue. That's actually really annoying. That's actually might be more annoying than the game I'm thinking of. Because at least in the game I'm thinking of, you don't absolutely have to hear it. You kind of choose to. Still, it's annoying. I wish games would just not warn you about it, because, yeah, I get it. My battery's running low, blah, blah, blah. Or at least do it like Mario Galaxy, where it's just a little thing to the side. Like, Mario Galaxy is probably the game where it annoys me the least. But what annoys me the most is when games have a constant thing on screen, no matter how small it is, that warns you the batteries are running low. Like a little flashing icon at the bottom of the screen on the HUD or something. That's the worst. I cannot stand that for some reason. It's just, it grabs my attention all the time, and I hate it. I hate it so much. That's gonna be it for this episode, both because we're getting up there on time, and also that. Oh hi, not that. You're not the reason I'm ending the episode. You have no impact on that decision. But because of the stupid battery warning, you won't ever see that again in this playthrough. I swear to God. We will continue on through the Phazon Mines next time. See you guys then.